The Nigerian Labour Congress NLC says it is ready for the 2 days of nationwide protests beginning today in solidarity with the striking university workers in Nigeria who have been on strike for 5 months over unresolved issues with the federal government. The chairman of the NLC Lagos State Council, Mrs. Fumi Shesi, said the union members would converge at Ikeja this morning to deliver a letter to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu in Alausa. And we have our correspondent, Ni Omoni, who's live for us at the protest ground in Ikeja. Ni, can you hear us clearly? Ni, good morning. Can you quickly go ahead, share with us, what's the situation of things over there in Ikeja?
Well, just as promised, joint variations of different agencies across the state, Onopeng, the Nigerian Union of Teachers, Construction Workers Union, the Nigerian Labour Congress, just name it, any form of agency whatsoever you could think of is here as promised that they were going to have a joint walk, solidarity walk. Even electricity workers are here against the ongoing ASUU negotiation with the government. I was listening to the ASUU chairman yesterday and he pointed some things out. Now, these challenges are based on 3 tripods. The first one is the UTAS as against the IPs, which is the government's foreign improved that I said has been, it requires a lot of foreign currency to run. But the homegrown UTAS is what the lecturers are asking for, which is a way of paying salaries and making sure that everything is in check. The second part where the challenge is also revitalization of the universities. Now, they claim that since 2013, a committee was set up to oversee and to look through all universities across the state, state universities across the state, and tell them what is needed. And the committee was able to ascertain that it needed over 200 billion naira to revitalize the state universities. Till now, only one tranche of that 200 billion naira, which was paid, 50 billion was paid. 50 million was paid during the Jonathan era. Till now, they've not gotten that. Also, they spoke about the increase in salaries for the lecturers. The economy is skyrocketing. A lot of things are happening, but nothing has been done. Now, why they are going all out today is because the last agreement or negotiation they had with the government was in July 15. And they said they've tested solutions, the proposed solutions for the UTAS and tested everything they need, but they are awaiting response from the government. Until now, nothing has been done. Now, why this is also raising a lot of concern is the fact that, let me just give a small analogy of a married man who his wife is asking for money to take care of the children, but he said he doesn't have. Meanwhile, he's spending frivolously and buying a lot of things. Now, they mentioned the fact that the government is giving 200 million naira to feed school children. They don't know where that is going to. They mentioned the fact that the government said it's providing 400 million naira for poverty alleviation. They don't know where that is going to. They mentioned the fact of the 1 trillion naira for fuel subsidy. That is also not going anywhere. So they're not getting any response. Unfortunately, for the students who are 5 months in and even counting that are affected by this, they are trying, ASUU, SANU, and NANU as strings that it is not about them alone. It's a whole bigger issue, and it needs to be sorted once and for all. They wouldn't be compromised this time.
Nee, talk to us about how the safety or the peacefulness or otherwise of this protest. Are there any things that one should be concerned about at the protest ground?
So I was listening to, I'll just let my camera person pan a little bit to the right so you can see how much security presence we have right here on this ground. And major concern, when I was speaking with somebody earlier, that he said a lot of insecurity is going on in the country. Recently, there was cases of threats against the president of Nigeria. No strong response has been given from the army. Meanwhile, people want to take a solidarity walk or they want to be a protest, and you have enough security presence and enough security officials. And that has been also one of the questions that people have. In terms of security presence or in terms of safety, the police have been on ground here since 7 a.m. monitoring everything that has been done and, of course, ensuring that it's not hijacked by hoodlums.
What's the crowd strength like? If the NLC says they are doing a solidarity walk, solidarity march, it's expected, it's the Nigerian Labour Congress that is going to be filled with hundreds, if not thousands of persons. Is that what it looks like over there? And is it likely that that number or the numbers there will increase?
It is certainly what it looks like. And I told you earlier, I can count like 7 to 8 different bodies, different associations that have been gathered here. Even I saw one NUTG. There are so many associations gathered, and yes, the numbers can amount to 1,000. I'm not exaggerating, but that is what it is here. And they're saying there won't be any form of compromise until their demands are met. That's the situation on ground.
Dee, thank you very much. But has the government said anything yet? Do we have any government officials there? Because we know that they have said that they have a letter to deliver to the governor of Lagos State. Do we have any response physically from any government officials yet?
Well, maybe the solidarity work is supposed to start from here, which is Ikeja Underbridge, to the government powerhouse, which is Alausa, where we have the governor office, the deputy governor, and of course the National Assembly. Maybe when we get there, after the solidarity work, we'll get responses from the government officials. But for now, no government official is sighted on ground. Of course, the security personnel won't certainly speak to us. But for now, we just have different bodies across that have pledged to go on the solidarity work with ASUU.
All right. Neomoni, of course, just to quickly remind you to stay safe over there. Protests in Nigeria sometimes can get a little rough, but we'll be connecting with you every now and then on News Central to get more feedback on, the situation in Alausa. Thank you very much for, that quick one this morning.